Hey, hello everybody, it's Jermaine with S3. I wanted to just send this little video your way just to make sure that you have details and things you need to know for camp. So this is just a couple things for parents to remember as we get ready for camp this upcoming week. All right, first there was a waiver link that was texted out to you and emailed out to you. Please be sure that you've completed that. That just gives us information that we have to have. It lets us know emergency contacts. It gives us liability type things that we need to have in place for your students. So please be sure that you've completed that waiver link for us. Most parents have. We do have a few that haven't yet done that. So please make sure you knock that out for us today because we need to get the information in. And it helps us to go ahead and assign your students to their cabins for their time here at camp. Okay, so there's 3 things that we need to make sure that you've turned in or turn in when you check your student in on Monday. It's our behavioral contract, our medical form, and the parent letters. Now, the behavioral contract is signed by both the parent and the teen. And remember, if you have multiple students going, there's a behavioral contract for each of your students, all right? Next is our medical form, and that medical form just lets us know how to administer medicine to your student. Remember that students are not allowed to self-administer medicine as our policy here while away at camp. But on that form, you can let us know exactly what they need to take and the dosage, when they take it, what time, how much, things of that nature, and just lay that out. You'll take your medicine that your kid is going to have, put it in a Ziploc bag, put their name on it, and you will submit it when they check in with us on Monday morning. Also remember that if your student does have an inhaler, it's totally fine for them to have that on them. Just put it on the medical form for us. And lastly, we want you to make sure you write your parent letter, all right? For your parent letter, you just write your letter and you pour your heart out to your student. What things do you see in them? What are you believing God for in their lives? What things make you just head over heels for your kiddo? You know, just pour your heart out to them. God really speaks to their heart during camp, and their hearts are really softened. Their hearts are really open, and they miss you guys after being gone for a week. It's a great time for them to really hear from you uninterrupted. And they can really see what you have to pour out to them. So please take a moment, write a letter to your child, pour your heart out in that letter, and I promise you it's going to really be great. Each year, that moment at camp is always touching. There's not a dry out in the house, and the kids are just touched because they're open to really hear what parents have to say. So write a letter to your student, and you can seal it, put it in the envelope, put their name on it, and you'll submit that Monday whenever your student checks in with us. Okay, on Saturday, when we head out, we're going to actually go to Emerald Point Wet n Wild Water Park. We are asking for parents to help us when it comes to lunch. So we're going to send a link for a catered meal that we're going to have there together at the water park. We're asking each person to pay $20. It helps to go towards that. Also, we're asking you to be sure that you send your snacks when you come on Monday. That's a case of snacks and a case of drinks. And a good way to think about it is, what kind of snacks does your student like? You can send some of that, right? Just one case of each. And we are asking you to make sure that your snacks do not contain any nuts at all. We have a nut-free student ministry here at church just to ensure that we don't have a child that has some type of nut allergy. So nothing that's peanut butter or peanuts or any kind of nuts at all. We just ask whatever snack you give us that it doesn't have that in it. All right, lastly, drop-off Monday will be at 5:30 a.m. 5:30, bright and early. I want you to make sure a couple of things for us. Please be patient with us. We have 100 students, right? And we have to make sure we have everybody's information before we take off with your child for a week. So please be patient with us, and we're going to make this process go as smoothly as possible. Have a dynamic team that's going to handle that. I will not be there. I will already be at the camp waiting for the teams to come up. I'll be there early with some of the other leaders, setting some things in order so that when your kid arrives, we're ready to go and have no problems with that. All right, and that wasn't last. This is last though. Don't forget to pray. Continue to speak faith and declare a move of God over this entire event. We want them to go off and have fun and bond and all of that. But we want them to be touched by Jesus more than anything. We're declaring salvation. We're declaring that kids be filled with the Holy Spirit. We're declaring that some that might be carrying heavy burdens be lifted and find a new, refreshed joy in the Lord. God has moved each and every time at camp, but we know that if God is calling for us to have this camp, that He has some great things in store, some great things planned for your child. So agree with us in prayer. Be declaring words of faith over this camp. Declaring the move of God in the life of your child. And every child that's going, we just look forward to what God is going to do. He's going to blow our minds in S3 camp this summer. So thank you again for entrusting us to minister to your kids. We love them to pieces. We count it a joy and a privilege to serve them in this way. We love you, and we look forward to a great camp this summer. All right. Thank you so much. God bless, parents. We'll see you on Monday.